So only there is no cha-cha-cha in the white zone. A skeleton goes into a bar and orders a beer and a mop. Do not adjust your computers. We control the vertical and the horizontal. What happens now? Good evening, and welcome to this evening's Rikers Beard Live. It's me, Yoo-Hoo, and my colleague, Carl.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's go over to the comments and see who's in, shall we? Gary! Hello, Gary. Good evening to you. Christoph. Yes, this is what happens now. This. Nadine is there. Chris, sorry, yes, I'm jumping ahead. I'm looking at the wrong screen. Yes, Chris, Nadine, been a while. Vicky, hello. Who we got there? Dave. How are you, dear chap? James, hello. How are you? And of course, it wouldn't be Beard Live without our erstwhile absent colleague, Mr. Ashby. Where is he then, Carl? Did we break him?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Yes, he's come back, not the man he left.
So yes, we had a little excursion to London yesterday, and it appears that we've broken Richard.
Yes, unfortunately, yeah. I'm sure he'll be well again for next week. Don't think it's anything too serious.
That's the last time we take it
serious.
Well, good evening, Mark. What's everybody been up to this week? Has anybody got any news for us? Because I mean, to be honest, we're tired.
Yeah, we're going to do one of those sorts of, like, when all the big YouTubers do them, don't they? Those comment response video type things when they haven't really been bothered to do anything. Well, we're quite tired, so we want your comments so that we can respond to them.
Yes, that makes it easier for us, you to entertain us than us to entertain you. And if you're lucky, I can show you what this big blue button does. But you have to work to earn me pressing the button. So what further news? Oh well, I don't know. Don't know if we mentioned it last week, but we do now have the new Rikers Bread pencils back in stock. There they are, the collector's item, and the additional bonus Rikers Beard pencils.
Wasn't there a funny story behind the original Rikers Bread pencil?
It's not a terribly funny story. It was that they arrived saying USS Rikers Bread, and I then emailed the people who made them for me and said, "What have you done?" That's not what I ordered, but they then sent me the correct ones. But everybody wanted the one with the typo, and then this time round, when I ordered them specifically as Rikers Bread, the people manufacturing them said, "Are you sure that's what you wanted to say?" Being a completely different group of people. Yes. What was our favourite part of spending the weekend with Richard? Well, obviously Richard's company.
Yes, it was actually spending the weekend with Richard.
Richard and I started yesterday with a nice breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning. Then we sojourned up to London on the electric railway. And that's where we met you, Carl, having breakfast in a pub.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. Can't really add more to that.
Good time was had by all.
Oh, I know, Carl. You stayed in town last night. I didn't. You went, I believe, to the Forbidden Planet.
I did today, yes.
And is there a collectible you may have acquired that we can enjoy for our viewers' delectation today?
Quite possible. I would imagine so. In fact, I believe it is sitting right next to me.
Oh, shall we do Carl's collectible corner then?
Go on then.
Go on, roll it.
So,
what do you got?
Well, I picked up an absolute bargain. Everyone loves a bargain. And I got myself Star Trek Lost Scenes, which retails for, probably won't zoom in enough on this, no, $29.99 this retails for.
But?
Winner! Absolute winner. And as you can see, it's still in its cellophane wrapper, so this is a very momentous occasion, dear
That's
viewer.
a mighty-looking tome you've got there, and you could use that as a doorstep, couldn't you?
Yeah. I believe the coffee table books they're known as, aren't they? All right, there we go. Odd word, it's well wrapped. Well, that's a good start. You know, it's very well protected in its packaging.
I'll play some music while you're doing it.
Yes, just to add to the pressure. I think I'm in.
He's in.
Yeah. In. Aha!
I'm telling you more.
So what do we know about the book before you actually open it? What is it about?
Okie dokie. So basically, it is Star Trek Lost Scenes. So, see what no one has seen before. Think you've seen every episode of Star Trek, the original series, and know everything about them? Think again.
Oh.
Star Trek Lost Scenes is packed with hundreds of carefully curated, never-before-seen colour photos of the world's ultimate sci-fi series. I like the way they've phrased that. All images have been professionally restored to their original vibrant colours and are used to chronicle the making of the series. Reassemble deleted scenes that were left on the cutting room floor and showcase bloopers from the first pilot through to the last episode. Whether you're a new Star Trek fan or a seasoned veteran, this stunning book is a must-have. Therefore, I have it. Okay, let's just pick a random page. And here we go. We've got some nice, very nice pictures.
Now, on the left-hand page, as we're looking at it there,
yep,
you've got two colour images. Now, from where I'm sitting, they look to be the same image. Is that a sort of before and after? We're not seeing the subtlety on the screen.
Possibly. Let's see.
Well, what's the difference between the two images?
I don't know. I hope I don't have to read from the beginning to understand why this book exists.
I mean, it looks like it's full of really nice pictures, though, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Gosh.
I think I'm going to have to put some time into finding out why this book is here.
The last time I went to Forbidden Planet, I've got books like that, that were normally 30, 40 quid, and they were selling them off for a £5. I got some nice Firefly stuff.
Oh yes, I think we both bought the same at the one in Southampton, didn't we?
Have you read them? Have you read it yet, Carl?
I've had a brief flick through it. Yes,
Because
is
I
quite a
had to use a magnifying glass to read it. It was that small.
Yeah, I've got it.
I know I'm
here.
knocking on a bit now. My eyesight's not what it used to
Oh,
be.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep. I mean, again, lovely book, but you are right in that the typeface is exceedingly small.
Yeah.
The colours used, considering they've done a lovely job on it. It really is a nice book. But the paper, obviously, they've made it look like old Western paper, and other pieces have got grid lines on it, and they've not used a particularly great font and colour so that it pops from the page. Oh.
You know, Firefly is still that series, isn't it? When everyone goes, if there was one show that was cancelled too soon, that was it.
Yes.
So that
Absolutely.
was 22 years ago, I think, 2003 Firefly.
Yeah.
And then Serenity, the movie, came out in 2005, which was just crying out for a sequel, apart from the fact that they killed off 2 or 3 of the main cast. How do Reavers clean their spears, Carl?
I don't know, James. How do Reavers clean their spears?
They run them through the wash.
Back to the comments then. Chris, how's things for Destination? I heard there is no more after this year.
Well, what's your source for that, Chris?
I was going to say.
We've heard nothing of that kind.
Nope.
Have we heard from Star Fury Conventions? Well, there is some news about Star Fury Conventions, which is that yesterday, publicly, it broke that they are running a Star Trek event at a hotel in Heathrow. It's October, isn't it? So it's one of their 3-day events. Star Fury are known for running quite a variety of things, including, I think they started with Babylon 5, because that's where Star Fury come from, isn't it? That's the fighters in Babylon 5.
Not sure, I haven't seen Babylon 5, actually. It is on my hit list.
Oh, well, yeah, that's 30 years old.
Mm.
Don't bother with the spin-off Crusade. That was a waste of time.
Okay.
So Supernatural, I think they do. They've got a Star Wars one. They've got a Stargate convention called Ascension. So they're running quite a few events. All they did yesterday was publicly announce that they are running an event, and they announced where and when it will be. Beyond that, it would be inappropriate for us to comment.
Alternatively known as We Know Nursing.
Or do we? All set for Portsmouth. Well, sort of. I mean, if it comes to it, we'll be ready to go with the bridge as it is. If I can get some free time and perhaps some workshop space, something might look rather different.
Well, of course he is. He actually rang me up before and just asked why we were late. I explained to him it's because we'd had a busy weekend and I hadn't finished eating, and James's lad was getting his bedtime story. So it was very much a case of, look, Bill, you're just going to have to wait a bit longer this week, but don't worry, we are on our way.
It's true. Yes. Mr. Shatner does ring Carl all the time. So there we have it. Thank you, Alan. Thank you for joining us. Always a pleasure. Never a chore. Buke. Is that a northern pronunciation, maybe?
No.
I'm not sure we can say that.
No. Undressing a book with sexy. Oh, well, yes.
Here it comes again.
What's Firefly?
I think these comments are some way back. I can't remember what we were doing at the time.
No, I can't. Apparently, they were both lost images. That's what's okay.
Nadim has perhaps read the book in order to be able to tell us what you couldn't tell us, Carl, with you having it right in front of you.
But as you saw, it was freshly opened. I have no idea what I've bought yet.
Now have you seen See No Evil, Hear No Evil?
I have, yes.
Oh, wonderful film, isn't it? With two great
It's
comedic
great.
talents. But I'm not sure Leonard Nimoy would really have fitted.
No,
He's not known to be a comedy actor, really, is he?
I'm going to shout really loud down your ear and see if you can hear me. No! Go! Brilliant scene.
Ah, yes. Oh, Vicky bought the same book as we did because I think she was there at the same time. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
They must have wondered why so many people wanted this book if they couldn't get rid of them before.
Only the
Flogging
price
them off
went
for a
up
fiver.
because of the demand just from that one day.
Oh yeah.
Fair.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Christoph, a lot of us don't tend to buy hard copy books anymore just because we all live in such small space. I mean, look at my study. You can see it's completely cluttered, and I haven't got space for more books. So much as I love books, until such time as I own a library, electronically is the way to go. Yeah. That's it for the comments. All right, fantastic. So yes, we've covered the fact that we have nothing to disclose about Heathrow, but we haven't really got anything to disclose. Oh no, we do have something to disclose about Destination because you were officially confirmed this week, weren't you, Carl?
Yes, I was actually. Yeah, so I'll be back at Destination this year doing the mixology classes. Going to be
Beam Me Up Barkeep.
Yes, yeah. I'm hopefully we'll be launching a new channel at some point before the convention hits of Beam Me Up Barkeep, just because it's purely spun off from doing the mixology the last couple of years. It's shown so popular and so many people asking me about it. I thought, well, you know what? If I can muster the time, I'll do a few videos about it. And let's face it, watching Star Trek and trying to talk about it's always more fun after a couple of cocktails. So
Well, that's true.
Combine the two, what can possibly go wrong?
Now, of course, if you care to go back through our past video catalogue, Carl, you can find all of my triumphant cocktails that I mixed in. What was it called? Booze Reviews for Use.
Booze Reviews from Use.
Yeah, that was a title that Dan invented. I'm not sure I really should have gone with that. But you'll be able to use the Romulan ice.
Yes. Oh, now I remember the effect that had on you.
The secret magic ingredient.
Yeah. They'll be doing. I'll be doing 2 sessions this year. One will be the usual mixology that everyone's come to love, with all the classics, the Romulan ale, Akamarian brandy, all that sort of stuff. And then I'll also be doing a family-friendly session this year, which will be all still based Star Trek drinks, but it would be mocktail versions. Obviously, huge trend these days for mocktails, so I have been asked to put together a alcohol-free session as well that's family-friendly. So we've got that to look forward to as well this year.
So I can bring my bambinos to that, assuming we are coming.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, that will entertain them. Excellent. I found this, curiously, in my desk drawer earlier.
Okay.
I'm just saying no more about that. That's
just
good fun.
There's been any Trek news come out in the last week? I saw something pop up earlier in the week with Jonathan Frakes, or was that late last week, saying about Starfleet Academy. He's directing 1, maybe 2 episodes, and he said, no, this is for hardcore fans. So
what are we to take from that?
Absolutely no idea. I merely saw a headline. I didn't read the article.
I mean, one interpretation, and I hope it's the wrong one, is that hardcore fans are those fans who go, well, if it says Star Trek on the tin, I will consume it, whatever it is, even if it's Discovery. But perhaps the alternate interpretation is, No, this is a deep dive. You're going to see lots and lots of deep references that casual viewers might not get, and it's one of those things you'll feel rewarded because you will understand them all. You'll go, I know what he's talking about. That's that episode with Kirk and Spock did this or whatever. I hope it's the latter.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of hoping I'd like to think that we might get some sort of recap of previous episodes that are being used as like mission logs for teaching.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so we might hear the original captain's logs being played back.
Yeah.
So what did Picard do wrong here? Nothing.
Yeah.
He was always right. Now, Cisco, on the other hand, well, was he right to poison that entire planet? What do we think?
Mm.
And then, of course, there's the classic. Here's Janeway. Here's Tuvix.
We've been through all this.
What would you do?
Many times, including last night.
Yeah, we had this very argument last night over drinks, didn't we?
Yeah.
Was Janeway right? Yeah, of course she was right. Tuvix was incredibly irritating.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be able to squeeze me in, Christoph. Absolutely.
Well, at the moment, the schedule is just a little light for
Yes.
Black Hole, isn't it? In terms of anything.
And of course, no cocktail session going forward will ever be complete without the attendance of Mr. Hom. I believe Mr. Hom will be making an appearance again for the cocktail session.
Did he bring his little gong?
I believe he had a triangle.
Oh.
I don't think he had a gong.
Well, Alan, you need to lift your game because Mr. Hom had definitely a little gong that wound everybody up.
Yeah.
And then he speaks only at the end, doesn't he? And says, "Thanks for the drinks."
Well, that's it. Yeah, and that's what we did at the cocktail session last year. Right at the end, we silenced the entire room, and it was the only thing Alan said.
Do you know what? I don't remember that, and that might be because I was lying comatose on the floor for the number of cocktails I'd sampled during the mixing.
Trek-related news have we seen this week? Out and out.
I don't know if there has been. Right, people in the comments, tell us what Trek news has there been.
Wasn't the Oscars recently?
Yes, it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, didn't Zoe Saldana, didn't she pick up her Best Supporting Actress? So that had
something up.
Another Oscar-winning performer.
Let me Google that quickly. Which award it was? Was it a foreign language film?
I think it was a Best Supporting Actress for something.
I shall soon find out. Zoe Saldana, Oscar. That'd be even quicker.
Good
Best
evening.
Supporting Actress 2025. You're absolutely right. What film was it? Oh, there's too much information on the screen. I can't be bothered to look. But anyway, you're right. I'll tell you what we'll do, Carl. While we're waiting for the 275,000 people who are currently watching.
That's the time, James.
All right, the 1.6 billion people who are watching. While they're putting some stuff into the comments about any Star Trek news there might be, let's play a clip, shall we? Shall we do Wish, this week's Wish clip?
Absolutely. Shall I play the intro sting?
Play the intro sting. So this week's Wish clip is a cartoon that we saw doing the rounds recently, the last couple of weeks, very much in the style of 1970s filmation cartoons. If anyone remembers those, the most classic example, of course, was the Star Trek animated series, The Adventures Continuing of Kirk and Spock, and so forth. Roll VT. Sharing it. Right, okay, we'll do it like that.
Yeah, I didn't have time to download it, unfortunately.
Directed, Deck 9. Damage report. Structural lighting system integrity breached.
Prepare to take us out of here, number 1.
Fire up the engines, half impulse till we clear the nebula, then punch it up to warp 9.
Ready, phasers. Load forward torpedo base.
Nothing wrong with this, is there? This is brilliant stuff.
Absolutely great.
Warp tractor beams attempting to lock on.
Fire well. Continue rotating shield frequency.
Shields failing.
Oh, someone's put some real effort into this.
Tractor beam has locked on.
This is great.
That looks like Picard anyway. That's what I wonder if producing a favour like that. You know, where has he picked it up from? Where on the bridge has he got that back?
They've already adapted to the new frequencies.
Oh, it was great when they were running towards you, wasn't it? It was like, oh, that's fantastic. That is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, we posted a link to that on the Rikers Beard page earlier this week or last week, so by all means check that out. And I think Alan may have commented on it to say that there's a Voyager one and a couple of others out there as well.
Oh,
and
brilliant.
There's a tremendously funny one, which I think it starts in lower decks, and every time they're doing something like at the end of Enterprise where they're reviewing someone else's episodes. They're reviewing like something on Voyager, and then they go end program, and then the people in Voyager go, no, UN program, and they're watching a holodeck of the Next Generation, and you've got to go and find it. It's just so confusing. It's great fun. Now Strange New Worlds has dropped new portraits of the characters. That's a couple of weeks ago, I think. But yes, there's some very nice photographic images that have been manipulated with all sorts of swirly lights and things of the principal cast. So those are out there. Who? Nacelle.
Oh, Nacelle, yeah. New figures that are coming out. New company that seems to be doing them. They're the smaller. They're not the bigger 1 in 6 figures that I've got up there, like the XO6 ones. They're the smaller ones, like the little action figure type things.
So classic action figure style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And master replicas as well.
Yeah, they seem to have doled out several licenses for action figures currently.
Did I imagine that master replicas closed down?
I thought they had.
So it's not just me then; it's the Mandela effect. So how are they? Or maybe they've come back. Maybe someone's bought the brand.
Maybe.
Have you got any master replica stuff, Carl?
I haven't, unfortunately. No.
I have one of their things. I have the 1/350 scale classic Enterprise. So it's about 3.5 feet long.
I was going to say it's a hefty thing. Isn't it?
It's a beautiful thing. All the running lights work. The nacelles, the twirly bussard collectors, they spin and have all the flashing patches. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I think the last time I saw one go on eBay, it was about $4,000. So, I should think about insuring it, probably.
Absolutely.
It sits on a shelf by my desk at work, so I get to enjoy it every day.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, 1 in 350, that's... that's the same as the Polar Lights model kit I've got for the Enterprise A. Well, for the refit Enterprise series.
You've bought that kit, have you?
I've got that kit. Was bought for me many years ago, and it's still sealed.
I bought one about 10
models.
years ago, I think, and it's sitting in my loft. I have opened it, so I just wanted to have a look at what was inside. And
Yeah.
You take out the saucer, and actually, it is kind of like this.
Yeah.
big. But, yeah, the nacelles are about that long, but
Yeah.
it's the pearlescent paint job
Yeah.
that it requires if you're going to do it properly. That
Well,
just makes me think I'm still
fantastic,
nowhere near that level of model building.
Oh, crikey, no. I mean, hence why mine's still sealed. I've not done any model making for so long. I'm going to have to start from scratch, relearning all the skills. There's a great channel on YouTube called Trekworks. A chap called Boyd runs it, has done for a lot of years. Very well known for doing that refit model.
Yes.
In fact, it's been in contact with a lot of the people that made the original motion picture model and through the TOS movies, sort of thing. So he's had some really good reference material, and he's redone the video series several times when he's rebuilt that model to bring it up to date and new techniques, etc. So anyone who's interested in the modelling, well worth looking that channel up. There's loads of stuff on there.
I believe the very first Destination, one of the people who did the paintwork on the original model came and did a lecture. I didn't see it, unfortunately, but yeah, he must have some stories.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if you look at the paintwork on most of the models you get of the refit Connie, there's lots and lots of blue bits, aren't there? Sort of where the structural strong back is, where the nacelles join. It's always this sort of light sky blue. But when you look at it on screen, it doesn't appear that way at all, does it?
No. It's strange, isn't it? The impact that it has on it.
Yeah. We have filming begins on Strange New Worlds season 4.
Yeah, I did see that earlier on.
When's season 3 actually out for us to watch?
Next month, I believe. Let me just double check.
Well, that is some news then.
Strange New Worlds season 3 release date. It's due on the 5th of... No, that was the 2022. That was the original thing. Yeah. Third season set for release in 25. It doesn't say when yet.
Nadeem has come in the comments here to say that there is no release date for it as yet.
I was going to say they've been coming out around April, May each season, haven't they? So hopefully it'll be similar.
Do you know what? I honestly can't remember. Was it? Excuse me. Was it last year that we had season 2, or was it the year before?
I want to say the year before.
Yeah, so it's been 2 years plus then since we've had any Strange New Worlds.
Yeah.
What's this? Ian has popped in the comments and said, where's it gone? No, not that one. Season 3 was October, I heard.
No, I think that was a potential release for Academy, because apparently they have already finished filming the first season of Academy.
Right.
So I think that was said that was slated for release either late this year or early next year.
Please let it be good. But I just, and we've already talked about Frakes' comment, and we know that Tilly's in it. Just none of the indications are good, are they?
Robert Bernardo is also in it.
Yeah, but there's only so much he can do.
There is. There was a thing. When did I say? Is it within the last couple of weeks? I know there's always stuff all over the place about Shatner coming back playing Kirk, but there was something where he'd actually personally said about wanting to do it now.
Yeah, you're right. It was an interview I think he may have given.
Yeah, in the last couple of weeks. I can't remember where I saw it, but that made me wonder whether he was trying to, if he's got wind of how they're doing the Academy series, if it is going to be using old episodes as sort of training material type thing. I wonder if maybe for him to reprise his role potentially could be some sort of holographic recreation within that series.
Or generating him as a holographic instructor.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that could be quite an interesting one. What would
Boys
Kirk
from Temporal Investigations won't like this.
Yes. So Nadim's saying when Eagle Moss closed down, they gave their stuff to Master Replicas, and now Master Replicas transferred the models to another company, but still do other Trek merch.
Who was it that's re-released the Eagle Moss stuff?
It was Fan Home.
Yes, the people who took over the Enterprise D build, which
Yeah.
neither you nor I have got anywhere near finishing. fact-
Well, I haven't actually even started it.
I can see sitting on top of a cupboard about 8 feet up
It's
there,
not.
the top of my saucer section.
Yeah. Half of the part works are in this box here. The other half of the part works are in a box in that cupboard. All sealed and ready to go.
I'm rather hoping when I retire from one of my roles in the next couple of months, I'm going to have some more spare time and get back to the Enterprise D.
Absolutely.
3 years after I think I last picked up a screwdriver and worked on it. Possibly 4.
You'll have to send us some pictures of your models, Chris.
Are you a modeler, Chris? Do you have lots of models, but have you actually built any?
See, that's the thing. I'm a collector, so I've collected lots of model kits. I've just not built them. It's like I did more when I was in my teens because obviously didn't work a lot, so I had a lot more time. Didn't have children, a lot more time, and I built the DS9 fiber optic model kit.
You actually built it, did you?
I did. I built it when I was about 13, 14, something like that. Maybe just slightly older than that, maybe 15. And I was absolutely devastated and it was a genuine accident. My sister knocked it off the shelf that it was on, and it was irreparable.
Yeah, I mean, I've got that, and I've never.
3 years ago, I was able to source another one.
Oh,
Our good
I got
friend.
as far as priming mine. That's about as far as I got. And I started drilling the holes, but they gave you one tiny drill bit that was bound to break, and
When I made it back as a teen, inevitably it did break, and it broke not that far into it because I was the naive teen that was like, "Oh, I can build this. This won't be too difficult." Going. Oh, where's the spare? Oh. And it took me so long to find a drill bit small enough to do it with at the time.
Luckily nowadays we have Amazon, don't we? Where you go, I need a 0.2 millimeter drill bit. Yeah, and I need it tomorrow.
Yeah, buy yourself a pack of PCB drill bits or something. There you are. Jobs are good.
But, I realised I needed something for for our set the other day that I would need to work on it. And I ordered it at 9 o'clock at night, going, right, I'll just order that and then it'll be waiting when I need it. And I turned up at work and it was waiting for me the following morning. I was like, that's less than 12 hours after I ordered it. And it's got to work before me.
Yeah. How does it work like this now?
It will be interesting which guests will attend Warp 1. So this is the Heathrow convention. Especially with autographs included in a basic ticket. Look, I mean, how are you? There's no information yet, Christoph. Publicly, they haven't released anything apart from the date and the time. And they mentioned, well, there will be tickets. But yeah.
Speculation.
It's like 7 months away. Don't worry about it. We've seen that. You're gagging for it, are you, Nadim? John! John, how are you? What's new in the world of John? We're looking forward to seeing you very soon. We haven't seen you in a long time, matey. It'd be lovely to see you.
Kirk Holger, yes, absolutely.
Now, do you see the way Christoph has put that out for us there? Look, Shatner, good voice. Kirk, hologram.
Yes. Perfect English there, Christoph. How's the shed? I don't remember
there being a specific shed thing.
No. You have me confused, Chris. The shed.
Now, this is where we're having comments that I don't know. Megan, no comment.
How do you send in-ship collection here? Lost.
I think Ian was going to send us photographs of his models.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, my little study actually does look like I'm in Blade Runner, doesn't it? Hang on, let me turn the light off. It's even more Blade Runnery. You can't actually tell, actually, if you look at that sign that says studio, but it's so bright that it doesn't come out on the camera, and it doesn't have a way to dim it. That one is the Blue Oyster. And that's just a flashy pole thing. Oh, just jumping ahead. So I'm going to jump to John because obviously we want to hear what John has to say. He's been building the Enterprise D. It's mostly finished. So, John, tell us, do you have all the parts? Because I now have, well, I'm meant to have all the parts, but as I'm so far behind on the build, basically since Fanhome took it over, I've just taken delivery of boxes. I haven't checked that everything I'm supposed to have is actually in there. So how are you getting along? How far along are you? I got this far. I think.
I was going to say I did inventory all of mine, and they did all appear to have arrived. So I'm pretty sure I've got the complete set now. When I do have a chance to start on it.
Yeah, I have read some tales of people sort of saying to Fanhome that they were missing a particular component or something. And Fanhome, if they acknowledge you at all, then say, okay, we'll send it out, and don't, or they send out the wrong bit.
Yeah.
Or they send the wrong bit repeatedly. Time will tell.
Yep.
I have a horrible feeling I may have lost a component from 3 or 4 years ago. But if I've lost it, I think it's kicking around somewhere in the miasma around me. I may have to just find someone to 3D print a part to replace it if it comes to it. I think it was part of a phaser strip.
There is options, isn't there? So
yeah, there's always options, or just make it look battle damaged.
Absolutely. This is just after its incident with the Borg.
Or where they've sliced a hole in it.
Yes.
Never thought I'd say it, but the Enterprise D is actually growing on me a bit. Because I've always wanted to love it, but I've always looked at it and gone, but it's so ugly. I love everything it represents. I love that we spent so many hours on adventures with it, and that it was home to the TNG crew and everything. But it's not the Enterprise A, is it?
It's not. No, it's not the Enterprise A, and it's not the Enterprise E.
Yeah.
That both absolutely stunning vessels.
And the D there's a couple of angles she looks absolutely brilliant from, like directly ahead or from sort of below and to one side as you're looking up at it. The profile's astonishing, but other angles it just looks ridiculous.
Yeah, I think its best angle definitely is that one. It's the angle you see when the Jem'Hadar ship rams the Odyssey. That's the best angle of the Galaxy class that you see.
No, hang on. That's one where you're looking underneath the saucer and the thing comes up and slams into the secondary hull, isn't it?
Yeah, but initially you see a slightly zoomed out shot of it, I think, and you see that underneath profile that's kind of like out in front. But hang on, it's let me see if I can get this the right way. Kind of like that profile. That's a great angle of it.
Yeah, so if you reverse that so it's facing you, Carl. So that's the sort of angle that I think looks the best. Yeah, if you twist it ever so slightly, one direction or the other. Yeah, that angle there. That I think is one of the coolest angles of the Enterprise D.
Really?
Yeah. Just looks fantastic like that.
It doesn't do it many favors from sort of like the on top view, does it?
No, it does look a bit like a toy, really, the on top view.
Well, this is a toy, James.
All right, in the show.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. It
So
was
John
too
has
easy.
said, I got all the parts in July last year, then I started to rebuild and replaced all the lights. Oh, now, John, we'll probably message you privately about this rather than bore everybody with the detailed expose of how the D'Agostini Enterprise D goes together. Because, some people have just stripped out all the lights and put in LED strips. Anyway, we'll message you about it and find out what you've done and see what you think. Oh,
Don't you
LED
touch
strip. Well,
my
there you go. There's the
LED
answer.
I think Chris was enjoying the all-around view of the Enterprise D then.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I've noticed that it's after 10 o'clock. So I think we do have an episode of Massive Choppers available to us.
We do.
Let's have the Massive Choppers sting, and we'll have this week's clip, because we haven't had a Massive Choppers in a while.
Oh, is there a sting for Massive Choppers?
Yes, there is. Have you not seen it?
No, I don't think I have.
Well, it's definitely there. Look through your menu, dear boy.
Found Airlock 101. Where's Massive Choppers? Found Loblaws. Ah, there it is. It's above Loblaws. There we go.
I'm such a child. Anyway, this week's Massive Choppers clip is, well, it's one of those I just found, and because it's in a foreign language, I have no idea what's going on, and I'll leave you, the viewer, to see if you can work out what these guys are doing. Roll VT.
Oh, let me just get it into full screen. There we go.
Coloca cuidadosamente una barra cerca de las aspas del helicóptero, manteniéndose perfectamente quieto y concentrado. Los cambios en el clima o en otros factores podrían hacer que las aspas dejen de moverse, lo que podría generar problemas en el vuelo. Este sistema de barra asegura que las aspas se mantengan en la posición correcta, garantizando que el helicóptero esté listo para un vuelo seguro. El técnico coloca cuidadosamente una barra cerca.
Surely that's not going to do them any good.
So what I see in this clip is some lads gradually moving a big stick closer and closer until it's going to get hit by a spinning rotor. A spinning rotor that's traveling at dozens of RPM, or no, hundreds of RPM, and which is going to hit that stick really hard.
Yeah.
Probably damage the rotor and most likely kill the person holding the stick. So
definitely not going to do them any good.
I don't know why they've done that, but I enjoyed that clip very much and I wanted to share it with you.
Oh, brilliant.
That concludes this evening's episode of Massive Choppers. Right. I promised you this button, didn't I?
Ah, yes, the blue button.
There we go.
That solves that mystery. Yes, absolutely.
Dislocated shoulder, Megan. That's the least likely thing that's going to happen to you. It's swung across the airfield. Which reminds me of our discussion yesterday about Richard and I potentially going to Spain on a mission where we've simply got to go and collect some money, but we've decided that we might do it by buying some cheap cars from a scrapyard, filling them with one tank of fuel, and seeing if we can get to the middle of Spain on one tank of fuel. To then break into a bar, blow a safe open, get the money out of it. Replace the safe because we're
pay for the damages,
and then return to England, possibly by being flung by a trebuchet, or we could just fly.
Nah, No, the first option sounds by far the more entertaining.
Road trip, road trip, road trip. Vicky says it best when she says the Top Gear Rikers Beard Edition.
Absolutely.
And the monkey flips the switch. Yeah, okay. Right. I think it's probably time to end. Is there anything further, Carl, we need to address this evening from the agenda?
Not that I can think of, because we didn't have an agenda. So
Everyone. They think this show is planned.
Well, normally it is. This week was just a bit more ad hoc with having been on the excursions.
Yes, and we're both just a little bit tired.
Yeah.
Good. Well, that's it from us this week.
I think James has already gone. Well, I shall sign off for us both, dear viewer. It's good night from me, and it's good night from him. Good night. Thank you for watching. We'll see you all next week. Apparently there's an outro supposed to be playing. Maybe not. Goodbye, dear viewer. It will not play.